Peace, peace. What's up, everyone? How you doing? I wanted to come on here. It's been a while since I've done a video. Um, a lot of changes. I'm sure for everyone, but especially for me. The last time I did a video, it was talking about the rap industry and how it was done, and it basically is. They've canceled the BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards, which was largely R&B and hip hop on both of those shows. But what I want to talk about is the larger issue of what's going on in society, and that not only was the rap industry done, or what is the rap industry is declining, but what I wanted to talk about was that the American empire is falling. And the American empire is falling because they place power and profit above the person. And that always leads to a path for a nation to perish. In past empires and civilizations, from the Romans to the Greeks to even the ancient Egyptians, when they focused on the ruling class or the ruling powers and their decadence and their pleasure and what they wanted, the empire was soon to fall afterwards, because the people no longer mattered. They were seen as a vessel to rule over. There are several types of power. There are power over, power under, and power with. And until you have a power that's power with across the board, most of those nations fall. This is why China is rising up as the superpower that it is, because it's realizing it must take care of its people. More importantly, China is realizing that because of its enormous population, because of the mass amount of people that live there, they have to have a focus on nature. They have to live in harmony and in concert with nature. And America hasn't woken up yet to the fact that nature is a dictatorship. America thinks it can rule over nature. Just plow here, construction here, we're in control. And it feels that same way about its people too. Make rules, make laws, and they'll fall in suit. And they're finding out shortly that, no matter how stern or forceful a law is, doesn't mean that the people will go along with it. And that the people aren't as pliable and as movable and controllable as the law. So when we get out of focus with nature, because human being is the only thing that disobeys. The human being is the only thing that doesn't fall in line. The animals, from the animals to the insects to the organic, to earth, air, fire, water, everything falls in line and works in a system and is in harmony with each other. It's only when human involvement interferes with that system that we have what we have, a disruption of the harmony of nature. And so what has happened is that the American empire has fallen. And this is where it comes to where we can get into talk about universal law and universal consciousness and spirit. Because people say aliens are on their way here from, if they are, they're coming for nature. And they're coming for those who are in tune with nature. And what has happened with humanity is that we've fallen out of sync with nature. Because as long as that is the overall protection that you have, when you can predict, I know we got apps that can predict weather and storms and whatever. That's not what I mean. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about listening to the rhythm, the biorhythms of nature. Right outside your window. You don't have to go out into any moonlit forest to get in tune with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about going in your own backyard, like Judy Garland said in Wizard of Oz. I won't look any farther than my own backyard. Yes, that's where you need to look. You don't need to go anywhere. Just like you don't need to go anywhere to find God and Goddess is within you. And nature is within you. But if you need a reference point, look no further than your own backyard. Look no further than the birds you hear singing in the morning in the trees. If you're in a place where you can hear that. Some of us are so disconnected, we're surrounded by concrete, and that is for a whole host of other reasons where we're captive in our own city, in our own house, in our own apartments. Called the projects. So, when we can be in tune with nature, when we can be in tune with each other, then we can have civility in nation building. But America doesn't have that anymore, if it ever had it to begin with. And so, therefore, it's falling. I urge everyone hearing my voice right now to get off your phones just a little bit, to listen to nature, to get in tune with nature. It's not on your phone. It's not on TikTok. It's not on Instagram. It's not on Facebook. It's not on YouTube. But what it is can be a guide for those things, can point the way. So, again, I misspoke when I said the rap music industry is falling. That's not the only thing falling. The entire American empire is falling. The question is, who's going down with it?